Okay, time for another rant. It's been a while. Got the stogie going. Got my doers. Got my notes. So, I guess I gotta get a little closer to let that show. Okay, so with Republicans trying to ram through Kavanaugh to get him get a right-wing ideological majority on the Supreme Court, this might be a good time to talk about patriarchy and one of its most malicious aspects, rich white male privilege. I made notes so I won't forget to talk about an article I published on LinkedIn the other day, hashtag Time's Up, maybe. And then also talk about my book, Why Women Are So Problematic, a memoir and irreverent whimsical polemic, which is going to be published later this year by Black Lacquer Press. Okay, so let's get to, and these are all, as you might guess, these are all related. So, time out, got to hit the cigar a little bit. A little inspiration. Okay, so here's the deal. Patriarchy. It's been around for at least 5-10 millennia. When the Fertile Crescent was turning into a desert after the advent of agriculture, everything was turning to shit. Everybody was freaking out. So that's why in the Abrahamic faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, you have the creation of a patriarchal, anthropomorphic man god. What an absurd. But I digress. Anyhow, you have a man god who can smite, this bitch nature who turned on us. So that's how you get patriarchy. At the time, it probably made sense. Things were getting hairy. Tribes were, alliances were breaking down. Tribes were fighting for scarce and diminishing resources. Men have bigger muscles. Men have much higher violence potential than women. So, okay, no more goddess bullshit. No more council of elder women. The men just take over. We're men. What would you expect us to do? All right, so that's where patriarchy came from. So now fast forward millennia later, it's the 21st century. We've killed all the predators. All the wars are fought with, with technology that requires, the ability to press a button or click a mouse. So the muscle mass advantage isn't really there. And, as far as violence potential, you don't have to be a Marine jarhead now to kill millions of people. You just push the button. So patriarchy has way outlasted its usefulness. And now it's just an unjust vestige of our tribal past, and particularly the climate change upheaval that occurred around the time of the last ice age. Waning. Okay, so where does this leave us? I wrote this article, hashtag Time's Up, maybe. Here's my point. Patriarchy, and in particular rich white male privilege, has been around for a long time. If women think that it's just going to melt away in the face of a couple of anonymous charges of sexual abuse, that ain't going to cut it. This is going to be a war, and it's not going to be like the Cold War that men and women have been waging against patriarchy in their own lives and in their own homes for 10 millennia. This is going to be a shooting war, and so that means that women are going to have to step up. It's not fair. It's unfortunate. That's just the way it is. People are going to die. There's going to be massive collateral damage. So women are going to have to buck up. Now, this is a decidedly masculine perspective, but I don't think a womb-centered approach to this war is going to work. Moral suasion isn't going to work. the powerful interests, the powerful vested interests that benefit from patriarchy, especially rich white men, but all men, they're not going to just lay down. That's not how social revolutions go. That's not how political revolutions go. No one in power voluntarily surrenders it. There will be massive resistance. So get ready, ladies. This is going to be a war, a real war. We do war. Men, we know how to do this. So go with us on this. Try the masculine active aggression approach, not the feminine passive aggression approach. We're not going to win this by getting in touch with our feelings. We're not going to win this by, having little meetings amongst ourselves. We're not going to win this by understanding these poor men under siege. No, this is going to be, we're going to have to wrestle that power away from them. So as I mentioned, you can check out my article on LinkedIn. I'll put the link at underneath this YouTube post. #TimesUp ? Maybe. Interesting article. Now, finally, my book, Why Women Are So Problematic, a memoir and irreverent, whimsical polemic. Don't freak out, ladies. It's a patriarchy, deconstructing and demolishing Trojan horse. I chose that name and the cover, which is a nice stylized back nude shot of my then lover Elizabeth doing yoga on the beach. I chose that because I need men to read the goddamn book. And women are smart, so I know you'll check it out just to make sure you don't have to hunt me down and kill me and I'm not some idiot that's going to make it worse. All right? So there's a link for that too. You can check that out. And, this is almost 6 minutes, so the kiddies are going to, the millennials are going to have a tough time getting through this. So let me stop. Peace out. Impeach Trump.